everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it has been so long since I have uploaded something. Just a quick update. I've been in school. I'm still at my parents', so I have the limited Wi-Fi. School has taken over a majority of my time, but my class is over for right now, so I thought, you know what, I really would like to get a video in. And I had this wonderful inspiration. I had recently watched a movie starring a saint and incredible actor, Robin Williams, and it was the movie Bicentennial Man, where this robot, his name is Andrew, learns from the people he is with, his family of sorts, learns how to be human. And he's fascinated by the idea, and he just wants to become human. And in the end, actually, I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. It's an incredible movie, and I think you guys should watch it. But I got inspired by that movie to create a robot house. So if you have the university pack, if you have the university pack, you have the option to make a servo, a robot, and these robots can actually, they function as a human being, although their needs are a little bit more on the conservative side, more or less. They just need energy and they just need tune-ups, and they do have emotions, you can see on their faces. But I had the idea, if they're considered a member of the household, why don't I just make their own house? Like, I had this thought, are they actually able to live on their own, or do they actually need a person? So I tested it out in game, and they can actually live on their own. So I thought that was really cool, and I'm like, you know what, I want to make a house for a robot. Now, this house is very modern. It's also very, very simplistic. I wanted an interesting shape, but I didn't want anything too fancy, too complicated. So for the most part, I was just working on the outside of the house. I was trying to get a good feel for it. Some of the pauses in there, I just wanted to see if I got the feel of it right, like if everything was just going smoothly. But I thought this was like a very interesting challenge. I don't think anybody has ever made a house for a robot. But I don't know, like, it's not the type of build that you normally do, you see. But, because I've seen videos where they made houses for the different careers that you can do. Like, you have firefighters, you could do artists, you can do chefs, like even do photographers. Like, there are different careers, but has anybody tried doing a robot? And I looked it up and I couldn't see very many, if at all. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go do that. And I built this house with the Bicentennial Man. His name is Andrew. I built that with Andrew in mind. I even named the robot who will later come live in the house. We'll name him Andrew. Because it's just a very sophisticated name, and the character himself is a very sophisticated person. He slowly learns over time what emotions are, and he begins to feel, and no more spoilers. It is an absolutely credible movie. Back to the build. Here I am just trying to get a feel for the outside of the house, what it's supposed to look like. I really liked the contrast between the light, the sort of rock masonry, and the dark woods that I kind of used here. I wanted a mixture of the two, something very, very simplistic that is going to be, it's almost too minimalistic if you think about it. I will try later on to make it look lived in, but I recorded this late at night, and I'm voicing it over like the next day. It was so late, and I just, for the life of me, kept forgetting all the simple things. Oh, I need I need this and I need that, and I'll show you guys later. There is a lot of stuff I added that you can see in the screenshots, or I did like little videos of our robot Andrew kind of walking around. But here I was trying to figure out, because with the new update we are able to move the doors over just a tad, which I thought was incredible. I was wondering how long they were actually going to take to do that, but I was trying to figure out how I could put the window right next to it, but it was telling me that the blocks are mixing up, or you couldn't place it on the same wall, so I was so confused. Eventually I kind of fixed that. I then realized the island living window. I absolutely love this window. I think it is more modern than it is island, and so I just absolutely love using that. But I realized as we go to it, the upstairs doors don't really match, and I really hated those doors. So I'll change it here in a second. Yep, there we go. We're changing them now. Like, nope, get rid of them. I found something better. Because this actually matches a lot better with the doors downstairs. When going through it, I didn't realize I was already in just the 2 packs. And then I took those off. I found the doors I really liked. I'm like, okay, great. Right now I'm kind of configuring with the stairs. I really wanted it on that side, but then I realized it's probably not going to work that way. But in the end, I really do like it in that corner, just for how everything kind of sorts itself out. The downstairs I absolutely love. The upstairs, I personally think, after going over this, I personally think I could do better. Ooh, excuse me. I was trying not to cough. I ended up coughing anyways. I'm not used to talking for extended periods of time. But I really do feel like I could have done more with the upstairs, more decorating. But it's not like you're actually able to give a bed to the servos. Like here, I put the little workbench there because I figured, servos are actually able to tune up themselves and give themselves enhancements. Like, they're able to fix themselves if they have a high enough robot. I think it is a robot skill. I think it's the robot skill. So I put that there, making he can work on it and it wouldn't be out in the open. I firmly believe he would spend most of his time downstairs, which is by far my most favorite area. Like, this whole inside downstairs is probably like the best decorating I've ever done minimalistically. Normally I love to do clutter in my builds, but I didn't do that because I had to remind myself constantly this is a build for an AI, a robot. They don't eat, they don't do water, like they don't need to bathe. And eventually I do take away this the sink that's right there, because then I realized he can't exactly wash dishes. I did put the stove and the refrigerator in there solely for the purpose of, my idea for Andrew is that he loves animals. He doesn't want to necessarily become human, but he is fascinated by human aspects, and he does. I think he does like have a few human friends, but he just absolutely loves animals. Loves dogs, loves cats, and he also can develop the cooking skills. So he would spoil them to no end. In which, with cats and dogs, you can actually make pet food. And here I forgot to turn. I was impressed that I had actually gotten this far without using the move objects cheat. So when I finally realized, oh wait, this isn't right. That's probably why the door was messed up at the beginning. But I was trying to configure the table under the stairs. I'm like, okay, I want to put it there. It's a nice little area. I didn't put a bathroom in because the robots don't need bathrooms. They actually cannot get wet, so I wasn't really gonna mess with that. But I debated putting just a tub or maybe like a shower in there for the animals, for, because animals get dirty and they need a bath every now and again. But I figured if those people, if whoever puts takes the bill from my gallery, can put it in there at their discretion. Yeah, I took the sink away because I realized, yeah, he's not really going to wash his hands. He's not really going to wash the dishes. Because when you cook, you don't clean the dishes. It's only when you actually use the dishes yourself that you actually clean them. So here's me trying to put in some pet stuff. I figured he would be very into, like, training the dog, just spending so much time with the animals themselves. I thought about putting the dog bed under the stairs, just like kind of having it be in this area. I changed that a little bit later on. I found a better place for it. Here we're trying to work on with lighting. I love the tiny living lighting right here. And I also love I don't love these. I absolutely do not love these. I know I think they're from not Get Together. They're from Get to Work. They're from that pack. And they're pretty, but I realized that they're not for this build. I kind of jump from room to room constantly because I just have an idea. Oh, what about this? And what about this? So I'll constantly jump from room to room. See, like now. But it dawned on me, oh, wait, I want a piano. He's going to be... Because when I was putting the computer upstairs, I thought he's going to want to use the computer to research a whole bunch of stuff. He can learn new things, use the internet to develop his skills. I also thought that he would use a woodworking table to do sort of crafts and all that. Again, with him loving animals, he also loves fish, so he's got a couple fish tanks. So he's got a giant fish tank, and he's got a little small fish bowl. And I tried to put as much technology in there as possible. The corkboard is so that way he does have some human contact with the outside world, where he may not be able to like travel as much as humans normally do. I figured he would find some pen pals here and there. Here's just a little bit of decorating. I put those are Lindsay's, so kind of like Alexa's or Google's. But I put 2 Lindsay's there because kind of like Alexa's and Google's, you can, like the little mini home stuff, you can connect them throughout the house. And I put 2 so that they could, in my head, they would connect. And with servos, you can actually talk. If you're playing as a servo, you can communicate with other appliances. So you can talk to the fridge, you can talk to Lindsay, you can talk to the computer. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I put a bunch of cat stuff around, well, not a bunch of cat stuff. Like I said, I try to keep it as very simple and simplistic as possible. I kind of liked that I used that color swatch for the sort of like cat tree more because it's something different. Like, he likes the quirky things, but he also likes a very simple style. Up here, yep, there's the second Lindsay. I thought about putting a clock in, but I think I just decided against it. I didn't like any of the clocks in there. Like, I just didn't feel the vibe for any of them. There's the woodworking table. I thought he would use just like make little things with his hands. I figured he'd be like extremely handy. Just with, he's able to probably like fix himself up and give him enhancements, tune himself up. And I figured he doesn't have a job. At least the robot I put in here later does not have a job. I think robots can join a career. I'm not entirely sure. But I figured if he didn't have a career, he could sell his crafts. He's got little potted plants out there, so that way he can like just grow a few things. Like, he's more like a Renaissance sim. Like, robots are meant to have a sort of, they're supposed to have skills. Like, they're supposed to basically know everything or know how to do everything. So I kind of made this with mine. So there's little things here and there that I think he would enjoy doing. I was trying to debate on how to put the lighting on here, but I absolutely enjoyed this build. I enjoyed just the little things. There are little things in the end that after I stopped recording, this took me like 5 hours to do. 5 hours to do. A lot of it I actually had to stop and then, because I had errands to run, I had to stop. I had to feed the dogs, and I come back and I'm like, oh no, I kept it recording. So a few of the sort of the pauses I had was just me forgetting to stop recording while I went to go do errands. I like this paint because it's not full dirt. It's more like grass is still kind of growing there. I know I haven't exactly stayed on topic throughout this entire thing. I try very, very hard. I'm one of those where I don't talk a lot, but when I do, I just keep talking. I ramble is what I do. So here, I love these lights. I love the fitness pack lights right here. It is honestly something I would adore to have in my own place. And I got rid of those really hideous. They're not hideous. They're pretty. But there's gotta be a very specific build used for them. This is not one of them. I tried to go very fancy here and make a sort of console table because I liked the cabinets. I like how they look. But I was not at all feeling it. Like I tried maneuvering it and it wasn't working. So I finally ditched it. I found another console table here in just a minute, and I thought, you know what, it actually fits it very well. It's very simplistic, very modern, and very much like what we're going through. I did not put as many plants in here as I really would like to, and that's actually one of the issues I had after I was done recording, was I forgot to put plants on the inside. I got to the moss rocks out here, and then I was like, oh, I need to put plants on the inside, and like this little square area over here, which is what I'm about to do. And I just got so focused on that, I completely forgot everything else. I thought about putting a sort of the creeping vines. I thought about like having them go up, and I liked it there, and then I forgot that the wall continues to go up. So like, yeah, no, I should probably fix that. I've just deleted it altogether, which was, honestly, I think it looks better that way. It was very difficult to find plants to go with this. I think in the end, I think I went for jungle ones. Did I go for jungle ones? I think that's what I'm looking for here. No, that's not what I was looking for. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm still trying to do the creeping vines coming up the wall. But yeah, there we go, the jungle ones. There's not a lot of plants in here, more or less because he can't necessarily take care of all of them. Watering plants is a bit of an issue. Here I'm kind of lining the backside with hedges. Here I have this really weird spot where it just clipped with the foundation, which has never happened before. I thought that was very interesting. So I'm spending a little bit of time just like, you know what? Is there anything with a 1 in here I could just fix? But all the ones with like a 1x1 square, it wasn't catching properly. But I hadn't planned on putting that little y'all know what I mean. That little tree in the back over there. I hadn't planned on putting that in there, but it looks very nice. I got him a bike, I got him a trash can, because I figured he would be the one to kind of recycle. I got on the bike because it's not automatic. It is something sort of you have to put energy towards. Oh, here's the clips. So this is the end of the video. Here's going to be some clips of just a little bit of the house, and then a little bit of the day-to-day for our robot Andrew. He's playing the piano. It's all so nice and peaceful, so nice. I figured he'll be very good at it once he's done. But this is wrapping up. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I'm hoping to get more videos back into you guys. If you have any suggestions, any builds you'd love to see, please give me a shout out, put in the comments below. Please like and subscribe this. I'd really appreciate it. I want to make sure you guys are enjoying this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!